What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Stereo Rifles tuning in on the microphone, and if you're new to the channel and you like the content you're about to see, smack that like button and subscribe down below. Now, first off, I want to give a big thank you to the new subscribers and the old subscribers on my channel that come from TSG and even the ones who haven't. But yeah, special thanks to the TSG guys that have recently come over. As you know, or at least I know as a creator that uploads to Thunder's channel, it's been a tough crowd, suffice to say, lately. Definitely a tough crowd, so I appreciate the few ladies and gentlemen that have come over to give me a shot, give me a chance to check out my content, man. And I do appreciate my subscribers 100%, and I know you hear YouTube content creators say that all the time. We hit 1,000 or we hit 1,000,000 subs. I love you all and all that stuff. And I know they mean it. But what I'm trying to say is I do have some awesome subscribers, because I look at it this way. I mean, I'm up to 133 now, but even at 120 subscribers, my videos get as much as 75 views a clip. And lately, it's been no less than 40 to 50 views a clip. So my viewer to subscriber ratio is through the freaking roof, man. I mean, no offense to any other channel out there, but there's guys with double the subs that I have and get less views. So what I'm saying is, again, a big thank you to the guys and gals that come out and watch my content. My subscribers kick ass. I appreciate the few that I do have, and I remember most of y'all's names. I'm pretty good with names on here lately, so blame me. I'm watching. You comment on my stuff. Believe me, I know you are. So obviously, guys, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Obviously, I'm a YouTube content creator for Call of Duty. I'm going to be covering this subject, the leaked guns of Modern Warfare 2019. This is going to be a little bit different, though. I try to do something fresh on my channel whenever I can. But anyway, I'll put it up on the screen. We got the usual stuff, which is great. The AK-47U, the FAMAS, the SCAR H, the FAL, which you can also see that they're gonna have select fire on the guns. I think Black Ops 2 had that. I really enjoyed doing that in Ghost. Like, you could take almost any gun and go from, you can make it semi-auto, you can make it 3-round burst, you can make it full auto. I thought that was a lot of fun. The SMGs, we got the MP7, the MP5, the Bison, AK-74U, which is awesome, the AUG or / the AUG, and the P90. All classic weapons. I'm not gonna sit here and nitpick every single one of them. I'm sure most people, if you research this, the subject on YouTube right now, this is pretty much how they're going to do it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But obviously, it's going to be a lot of fan favorite guns. You know that. And that's going to lead me on to what I wanted to talk about after looking at that list. So obviously, the list looks good. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see all the fan favorites. But at the same time, here we go again with the recycled content. The same guns that we've seen for the past 10 years. And in the year 2018 that we are in, man, if you research assault rifles, pistols, SMGs, or even current military or just current guns that are being developed or that have already been developed for some time, there is a lot. I mean, hundreds, maybe thousands of guns out there to choose from. And that's kind of where I'm going with on this conversation, and that's pretty much why don't they add some of these guns into the game, whether it's regular gameplay guns or DLC. And I know you're already going to say in the comments section, Infinity Ward, or better yet, Activision has to pay licensing fees to any of these gun manufacturers to use them in their game, and it costs more money. I know that. I've already, I've known that for a long time, so just skip saying it altogether. But I'm going to put a couple guns up on the screen for y'all to see. It's only 4 weapons, so this isn't going to be a drug out 15-minute commentary on all these different guns I want to see, blah, blah, blah. But it's a couple cool ones, and you can actually YouTube these weapons and see them in real life, and they're pretty dope, man. The first one on my list is going to be the full auto Glock carbine, man. It's a high fire rate. It even comes with drum magazines. It's basically a Glock 17 pistol that has I'm trying to word it, a chassis that you put on the gun, and it gives it a super high fire rate, and it gives it a stock attachment, and it's a nice tight little SMG, again with drum magazines. Can you imagine spraying dudes in game with this thing? Definitely a dope SMG for sure, man. Next on my list is going to be the 300 Blackout SMI pistol suppressed. This is basically it's a 30 caliber semi-auto. It's called it's called a pistol, but it's more like an SMG carbine rifle hybrid, I want to say. And the 300 Blackout cartridge in real life is basically a 30 caliber, similar to an AK-47 round, maybe a little weaker or maybe a little stronger. I haven't looked into the details on that, but the point is, it's basically an AK-47 round put into an M16 chassis or, you know, frame. And it just looks tight, man. I mean, look at the thing. It kind of reminds me of the Honey Badger a little bit. I think in game, it could definitely be a medium to strong AR, maybe, you know, just depending on the recoil, what they do with it. As far as, again, the aesthetics goes, it's a beautiful gun, man. I think it'd be a nice replacement, just because you think about it too, guys. You know, there's only so many things currently they can do with guns in game as far as weapon balance. So really, this, at least with this gun, you know, they may look similar to others, but it's just something different to look at, you know what I mean? It might shoot like the Honey Badger per se, or the M4, but at least it's a fresh look. It's something different, you know what I mean? Something for them to play around with. So I thought it was a nice addition to the list. But anyway, moving on to the next one. Now, after saying in that previous conversation about the guns being more of a aesthetic addition to the game, because they can only do so many things currently to balance out the guns in the game, you know, to try to get the subtle differences of the ballistics like in real life. You know, it's only, like I said, there's only so much they can do. Now this one I'm excited to talk about. This gun would be a cool ass addition to the Call of Duty gun family in Modern Warfare 2019, and that is going to be the double barrel 1911 pistol. This thing is freaking gnarly. Yes, it is a real gun. Again, every gun I'm showing in this video are real. Badass looking thing. It's in real life, it's more of a novelty, but in video game world, hey, you know, badass, man. And again, if you want to go on YouTube, it's easy to just find people actually taking this out on the range and shooting it. But I think in an in-game perspective or setting, I would say the gun would have to have heavy recoil, because I mean, obviously, well, in real life, the recoil on a Colt 1911 45 ACP, it's not terrible, but it's definitely noticeable. So if you literally double that, you had 245 rounds firing at the same time. That's gonna kick up a little bit. And also, I would say to balance this gun out in game, keep it to a 7-shot capacity, which would be a 14-round magazine, obviously, because it's shooting 2 rounds at once. But keep it at a short, you know, in real life, 7-round capacity, so it doesn't make this gun completely overpowered. But nonetheless, I would think it'd be a lot of fun in game to use. And last on the list, man, I didn't forget about the shotguns. I thought it'd be a fun addition to the game to have something special as far as the shotgun, because really so far, I mean, what have we seen? A lever action shotgun, you got a pump like a Remington 870, you got, you know, all the semi-autos that we all bitch about, yada yada yada. But this one's a little different. It's called the SRM 1216 revolving shotgun. So basically it is semi-auto, but it's got 4 magazine tubes. Well, look at it this way. A Remington 870 has 1 magazine tube that you pump from, and it usually holds, I think in game, what, 8 rounds. Well, this one has 4 tubular magazines, giving it 16 rounds. And honestly, I think just the reload animation, the weapon inspect, the gun, the aesthetics, like I've talked about, I think would just be a really kick-ass shotgun to have in the game. It's just something different to look at, you know, something I don't think it would be hard to balance out, because again, in real life, 12 gauge is a 12 gauge is a 12 gauge. I mean, they are what they are, man. You know, it's up to Call of Duty to balance them out how they feel they need to do in the game. But there's only so much you can do with a shotgun. But I thought it was just a neat looking piece, and that's kind of where, you know, I kind of wanted to go with this. It's just the aesthetic part, like I said, except for that 1911 pistol. That thing is just wild. That's pretty much going to be the list. I'm not covering sniper or marksman rifles on this commentary because, I mean, really, what is there? You know, every sniper rifle in Call of Duty is a 1-shot kill, or it's a 2-shot kill, and maybe the marksman rifle might be a 3-shot kill. So really, it doesn't really matter what gun you add to the game. They're all going to act exactly the same, maybe except for the aesthetic part that I've been talking about. Maybe just so a different weapon animation, a different reload animation. Maybe I could have put something on here, but I was like, you know what? Again, a sniper's rifle is a sniper's rifle. You know, a marksman rifle is a marksman rifle. So, but that's pretty much gonna wrap up the commentary, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Is there anything that I didn't add on this short little list, like that you would have liked to seen in the game as an addition to the gun family? But otherwise, that's, like I said, gonna wrap it up, and I'll just see y'all in the next one, man. Take it easy, guys.